Here's your favorite segment, and I guess it's okay, in my opinion. This is Love Advice with Andrew. We got 3 questions for Andrew today. He's going to try to remedy your love woes in the holiday season. So maybe, you don't have a Christmas present for a certain someone, but maybe in the near future you'll have a certain someone. At least you can say that. Alright, Andrew, let's get right into the first question. Now, this week, all the questions are anonymous. I found them on forums. People ask questions and stuff like that. So I figured you could give your own opinion on them.
Alright.
The first question. A guy I met 3 days ago just said he loved me! Exclamation point. I love him back, but am I rushing things?
Yes, very, very much so.
There's no way you could love a guy within 3 days. You probably barely know the guy.
But Andrew, sometimes love at first sight. You just meet the guy and you know.
That shit's bullshit. Let's just be honest. Give it like 3 months, you'll probably hate this guy. Just gotta get to know him more.
Basically, you're saying every chick flick movie that we've ever put up with is
it's very
bullshit.
true. Every chick flick movie is complete bullshit. That's why it's so unrealistic to ever expect a man to be like that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I guess I really can't argue that, and that's some decent advice.
Exactly.
What do you think about the guy that said he just loved her after 3 days?
I think he's a tool, and he wanted to get some of that pee.
Ah, he wanted to play with it. He wanted to play with them Mike and Ikes.
Yeah, he wanted to get himself some Mike and
Get
Ikes.
some Mike and Ikes. And they're definitely rushing things, so just a weird thing. Usually if someone tells you they love you within like 3 days, and you don't know, I guess it could be different if you had known each other for years, say you grew up together and you were friends, and then you go to a relationship. But still, 3 days, it's not the right, it's not like, if you're friends your whole life, it's not going to be the same type of love. Like saying I love someone, say I met a girl when we were 13, we grew up and we're 24 and we're dating, and 3 days after she says she loves me, that's not that's friend love, that's not,
Yeah.
So, I can see how but that doesn't seem like it was the story here, so. Alright, next question. How do I tell my ex I still love him? My ex-boyfriend was my everything until he moved on to one of my best friends, and I still love him with all my heart.
Well, here's what you do. You don't tell him, and then you get his best friend. Basically, that's what I'm telling you. You just fuck him over. He sounds like a terrible person if he went after your best friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you still love him, you're probably just gonna have to move on. Just get rid of that feeling. Yeah.
That's gotta be rough though. Your ex-boyfriend and your best friend are now together. You can't really, you gotta cut ties. It's tough to cut ties with an ex, let alone your best friend who you thought wouldn't do something like that to you.
Yeah, just pretty much cut ties with both of them. Try to just get that out of your world.
Yeah. What would you do, Andrew, in that situation? Your best friend goes out with your ex. Do you fight him in a shirtless alleyway? You take your shirts off and fight in a back alleyway brawl?
I'd probably just find another girl. They're not hard to come by.
On to the next one. On to the next one. Alright, well that wraps up our second question. And finally, our third question of the day. I need advice. I told my best friend that I loved him and he was fine, but now he won't text or call me back. And I don't know what to do.
So you love him as a relationship love him, or friends love?
I'm going to assume, since this is a love advice forum, that she loves him more than...
Well, sounds like you fucked up and now he's going to keep on running.
He's gonna run like a goddamn apocalypse movie when they're stuck on the bridge and the cars can't go, and then you see the fireball descending from the heavens.
I just gotta assume you were stuck in that friend zone for a reason. Be it your terrible personality, your terrible good looks.
No.
Your terrible looks. There we go. Your terrible looks.
Maybe they're stuck in the friend zone because of their terrible way of speaking.
Or that could be it. You could not be intelligent. Maybe you're not intelligent.
Oh God, this has quickly become one of the most fucked up segments, but one of the most fun.
I keeps it real.
I don't like people playing on my podcast. Oh God. Well, speaking of bad love advice and things you shouldn't do in a relationship, it's a good segue into our last segment of the day. A story that came out in 2004 about a Chinese man suing his wife because she had ugly kids. We'll get back into that here in our last segment. Stay tuned, guys.